Everybody's heard of the phrase reduce, reuse, recycle, but what does it mean for us living here in Aberdeen? The University of Aberdeen has been making huge steps in the right direction, and in collaboration with Aberdeen City Council, you can help us to reduce, reuse and recycle in the most effective way possible. Reduce is first on the list because it's the best way of minimising our impact on the Earth's environment. The fewer materials we use in the first place, the less there is for us to deal with later. On and around campus, you can reduce the waste that you create by making smart choices when buying food or drink. If you're quickly picking up a coffee or water on the way to a lecture, bring a reusable bottle or flask. This limits the creation of waste, and if you don't have one, you can pick up your very own from the university shop. Why not visit Food Story Zero, a zero-waste, mainly plant-based cafe right here in the centre of campus. At Food Story, they are committed to cutting down on waste, and so in order to enjoy their delicious food, you must either eat in or bring your own reusable container. But Food Story aren't the only ones making a difference. The university have recently switched to using compostable takeaway packaging, so whether you're eating your food in or taking it away, you know that it's not going to be harming the environment.
During term time, a number of our venues can be serving up to 1,000 lunches a day. So the move away from single-use plastics to compostable and indeed products made from renewable materials was really very straightforward. We reduced our overall waste stream of plastics by over 95%. Efforts will continue in the weeks and months ahead to further improve on that number, and you can do your bit too. Bring along your own reusable cup or your reusable container, and we can make a bigger impact on that effort.
So there we have it. Here at the University of Aberdeen, we're doing everything that we can to reduce the amount of waste that we produce. And by implementing just a few simple changes, you can too. Nowadays, we've become accustomed to throwing away what we don't need and buying new. But it's important to remember that even if you can't see yourself reusing something, maybe someone else will. If you take a trip to the Student Union, you'll come across the IUSA swap shop. Here you will be able to browse, donate and pick up items spanning from your wardrobe all the way to your kitchen. It's no secret that you acquire a lot of things throughout your time at university, and with a lot of moving around, it can be easy just to throw any unwanted items in the bin. But if you're moving out of halls or between student flats, maybe have a think about what it is that you have. Up here at Hillhead, the British Heart Foundation are keen to collect as many usable and useful items as they can.
Welcome to the British Heart Foundation on Union Street here in Aberdeen, and as you can see behind me, this is where your donations end up, where myself and a team of volunteers, we process the items and put them upstairs for sale so that we can fund vital heart research in the UK. We really appreciate your donations. We really could not do this work without you, so please think of us next time you are having a clearance.
So the next time you go to throw something in the bin, just take a moment to think, because after all, one man's rubbish is another man's treasure. As much as we try to reduce and reuse our waste, it goes without saying that we will still be left with some. And when this does happen, it's important that we know what to do with it. Recycling our waste is key in keeping our environment as happy and as healthy as possible. If our waste is disposed of correctly, it can start the process of being transformed. But what actually happens once we've put our rubbish into a recycling bin? Well, in the case of this bottle, it will be collected and begin the journey to Aberdeen City Council's material recycling facility.
Once you've had your recycling collected, it comes to the materials recovery and recycling facility. The recycling gets sorted through a variety of processes, such as manual sorting, mechanical, optical and magnetic separation. Once the waste has been packaged and baled up, it gets sent to reprocessors around the UK and Europe. In the city, we take a wide range of recycling. For example, jars, bottles, flattened cardboard, tins, yoghurt pots and plastic bottles. If you're unsure, check out the Aberdeen City Council website and click on Bins and Recycling.
It's clear that what we do with our rubbish is extremely important, and our old plastic bottle still has a long way to go after it leaves this facility. The next time you throw something away, think about the 3 R's. Think about what will happen to your product after you've put it into the bin, and by doing that you'll be helping us to keep our city as clean as possible.